reasoned about speech on personal focus for 9 seconds. Dear friends, tonight I invite you to pause and reflect on a simple yet profound call to focus on yourself and stay silent. In a world filled with relentless noise and countless opinions, there lies a deep wisdom in turning inward, discovering the sanctuary of silence where your true self can emerge. In our busy lives, it is easy to become overwhelmed by the ceaseless chatter of daily distractions. But consider this: silence is not merely the absence of sound. It is a sacred space where the heart speaks and the spirit listens. In these quiet moments, you have the opportunity to examine your thoughts, to assess your journey, and to seek the guidance that comes from deep within. There is a profound truth in the quiet moments of life that speaks louder than the clamor of daily existence. Embracing silence means more than just ceasing to speak. It is an invitation to enter a sacred space within ourselves where we can find clarity and renewal. In the stillness, we discover an inner world that is rich with insights and personal revelations. A world that is often drowned out by the constant noise of our modern lives. It is in these moments of quietude that our thoughts can settle, allowing our inner voice to rise and guide us toward a deeper understanding of who we are and what we are meant to be. When we allow ourselves to embrace silence, we open the door to self-reflection. The absence of external distractions creates a fertile ground for introspection, where we can honestly assess our inner landscapes, our fears, and our dreams. In silence, there is a space to listen to the subtle whispers of our hearts, a dialogue that encourages us to examine our true desires and the values that underpin our actions. This internal dialogue is not just a casual conversation with oneself. It is a deliberate practice of turning inward to discover the essence of our being. In that space, we can recognize the parts of ourselves that need healing, the lessons we have yet to learn, and the opportunities for personal growth that lie hidden beneath the surface. Silence is a powerful medium for fostering spiritual depth. In the absence of noise, we are better able to attune ourselves to the divine messages that often go unnoticed in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. The quiet moments allow us to connect with the transcendent, to sense the presence of a power greater than ourselves, and to feel an overwhelming sense of peace. This connection, nurtured in silence, can transform our understanding of life and help us appreciate the beauty of each moment. As we practice silence, we learn that it is not a retreat from the world, but a journey into the heart of existence, where every sound fades away and we are left with the profound simplicity of being. Embracing silence also teaches us the value of mindful listening. In a world where speaking is often valued over listening, choosing silence enables us to truly hear the world around us and, more importantly, the messages from within. We become attuned to the subtle rhythms of life, the gentle rustle of leaves, the soft cadence of our own breath, and the quiet murmur of our inner thoughts. This mindful listening fosters a sense of gratitude and presence that can be transformative. It helps us understand that every moment, however ordinary, holds a spark of divine significance when observed with a still heart. In these moments, the hustle of life slows, and we are granted a glimpse into the eternal, where the rush of time gives way to the beauty of the present. Moreover, the practice of embracing silence empowers us to become more intentional in our daily lives. When we cultivate a habit of turning inward, we start to notice the small details that often go on. We become aware of our surroundings, our interactions, and the impact of our actions. This heightened awareness can lead us to make better decisions, grounded in wisdom and a deep sense of purpose. It reminds us that the noise of the world is transient, but the insights we gain from silence are lasting. By regularly retreating into quiet moments, we nurture a strength within ourselves that enables us to face challenges with calm assurance and compassion. In the silence, we find a unique form of freedom, a liberation from the pressures to conform to external expectations and the relentless pursuit of validation from others. When we focus on the quiet within, we realize that our worth is not determined by the noise of opinions or the fleeting approval of society. Instead, our value is found in the inner light that shines when we are true to ourselves. This realization brings a deep sense of peace and contentment, allowing us to live more authentically. By embracing silence, we reclaim the power to define our own narratives and to live in harmony with our innermost truths. The journey toward embracing silence is a courageous one. It calls us to step away from the distractions that have become all too familiar and to venture into the calm unknown of our inner world. In doing so, we discover that silence is not an absence, but a presence, a constant companion that offers guidance, healing, and hope. As we learn to live in the quiet, we are transformed from within, finding a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper connection to the divine mystery of life. In the quiet moments of life, introspection offers us the opportunity to examine our innermost selves and to seek a deeper understanding of our purpose. It invites us to pause, to turn our attention inward, and to explore the landscape of our thoughts and emotions. By reflecting on our experiences, we begin to understand not only what we have become, but also who we are meant to be. This journey within is a continuous process of learning and growth that calls for both courage and honesty. It challenges us to look at our lives without the distractions of the external world. And in that stillness, we find the seeds of potential that can blossom into true transformation. As we set aside time for reflection, we allow ourselves to see the patterns and habits that have shaped our lives. Each memory, each decision becomes a stepping stone in the ongoing process of becoming. It is in these moments of quiet introspection that we can identify both our strengths and our vulnerability. Confronting our weaknesses is not an easy task, but it is an essential part of personal evolution. When we acknowledge our imperfections, we open the door to learning and improvement. This self-awareness nurtures our ability to make deliberate choices that align more closely with our deepest values, paving the way for a life of authenticity and purpose. The process of introspection also helps us to understand the motivations behind our actions. It prompts us to ask the hard questions. What truly drives us? Why do we react the way we do in certain situations? By exploring these questions, we begin to discern the underlying causes of our behavior. This awareness allows us to break free from old patterns that no longer serve us and to embrace new ways of thinking and acting. It is through this honest self-examination that we can gradually reshape our lives, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and setbacks into lessons that guide us toward a brighter future. Moreover, introspection provides a sanctuary from the relentless pace of daily life. In the silence of our own thoughts, we can hear the gentle whispers of our inner voice, a voice that often gets drowned out by the noise of external expectations. By tuning into this inner guidance, we discover a profound sense of clarity that can steer us through the uncertainties of life. The insights we gain in these reflective moments empower us to move forward with conviction as we learn to trust our instincts and to follow a path that resonates with our true selves. This inner clarity becomes a beacon of light, illuminating our way even during the darkest times. In embracing introspection, we also learn the importance of accepting change as a natural part of life. Reflecting on our past experiences allows us to see that every stage of our journey has contributed to who we are today. Change, once met with resistance, gradually becomes a welcome guest, a sign of evolution, and a marker of personal growth. When we allow ourselves to adapt and learn from our experiences, we foster resilience and build the capacity to thrive amid life's inevitable transitions. This flexible mindset, nurtured through introspection, helps us to transform challenges into stepping stones toward a more enriched and fulfilled life. Furthermore, the practice of looking inward cultivates a deep sense of humility and self-compassion. As we peel back the layers of our identity, we begin to appreciate the complexity of our inner world. We learn that every experience, whether filled with joy or marked by sorrow, contributes to our overall growth. This recognition fosters a gentle kindness toward ourselves, reminding us that growth is a gradual process and that every step forward is worthy of celebration. In these reflective moments, we come to understand that our true value lies not in the accolades we receive from the world, but in the quiet, steady progress of our personal development. Through ongoing introspection, we unlock a wellspring of wisdom that enriches every aspect of our lives. The clarity we gain from this inner journey equips us to face the future with determination and grace. Each insight, no matter how subtle, builds upon the last, creating a tapestry of understanding that guides us on our path. As we continue to engage in this profound practice, we discover that our greatest strength comes not from external achievements, but from the deep, unshakable awareness of who we truly are. The modern world seems to be built on constant motion and endless noise, where our attention is ceaselessly pulled in every direction. Learning to detach from these distractions is a journey toward reclaiming the quiet space within us, a space that nourishes our spirit and allows our inner voice to be heard. When we choose to step away from the barrage of notifications, media, and chatter, we begin to appreciate the richness of a life lived with mindful intention. The process of detaching from distractions is not about shutting the world out entirely, but rather about discerning what truly matters from what merely demands our attention. In the absence of external clamor, the mind finds the freedom to wander and to reflect on the essence of our being. Without the constant interference of external stimuli, we discover that our thoughts can settle into a gentle rhythm, revealing the insights that are often lost in the chaos of everyday life. This period of quiet reflection allows us to see our lives with greater clarity, understanding the habits and patterns that have been shaped by a world overflowing with noise. As we create this sanctuary of calm within ourselves, we invite an opportunity to reconnect with our inner wisdom, a wisdom that speaks in the language of silence and deep reflection. Stepping back from the distractions of modern life also opens the door to a more authentic way of living. When we are not constantly bombarded by external demands, we begin to understand that the true value of life lies not in the accumulation of likes, shares, or fleeting moments of external validation, but in the quiet moments of genuine connection with our inner selves. This detachment empowers us to prioritize what is truly important: our values, relationships, and personal growth. We learn to recognize that the allure of the superficial is transient, and that lasting fulfillment comes from nurturing our inner lives and engaging with the world on our own terms. In the midst of this quiet space, our creative spirit awakens. Detaching from distractions allows our mind to breathe, fostering an environment where creativity can flourish. When we free ourselves from the endless cycle of external input, we open up to new ideas and perspectives that might have otherwise been overshadowed. This creative energy is not simply about artistic expression. It is about finding innovative solutions to life's challenges, deepening our understanding of ourselves, and contributing meaningfully to the lives of others. The liberation from distractions brings with it the promise of new insights and a reinvigorated sense of purpose. Detachment is also a practice of self-care and self-respect. By intentionally removing ourselves from the constant flow of distractions, we affirm our right to live in a space that is calm and reflective. We acknowledge that our well-being is best nurtured in an environment free from the overwhelming pressures of a noisy world. In this reclaimed space, we allow ourselves the luxury of deep thought, heartfelt conversation with our inner self, and the undisturbed time needed to heal and grow. It is here in this peaceful sanctuary that we learn to value our own company and realize that true strength often comes from within. As distractions gradually lose their hold, we begin to notice the beauty of simple moments, a quiet sunrise, the subtle shift of light through the trees, or the soothing rhythm of our own breath. These moments, once drowned out by the clamor of an overstimulated life, become profound teachers. They remind us that life is not a race to be won or a checklist of accomplishments, but a series of delicate, interwoven experiences that deserve to be savored. In learning to detach, we rediscover the art of being present, of truly engaging with the moment without the interference of a restless mind. The journey toward detachment is not instantaneous. It is a gradual process of unlearning old habits and forging new pathways of thought and behavior. Each step away from distraction is a step toward reclaiming our true selves. Over time, the noise of the world begins to fade, replaced by a serene clarity that allows us to see life through a more compassionate and reflective lens. This quiet clarity paves the way for inner peace, enabling us to face life's challenges with a calm resolve and a deep sense of purpose. Embracing this practice of detachment offers us a powerful reminder that even in a world filled with distractions, there is always a sanctuary within where we can find solace, creativity, and the profound joy of simply being. Within the depths of our being, there exists a gentle, persistent presence that often goes unnoticed amid the clamors of daily life. Listening to the inner spirit is an act of surrender, an invitation to attune ourselves to that soft, unwavering whisper which emerges only when we quiet the external noise. It calls us to step away from the constant chatter and distractions that vie for our attention, so that in the stillness we may hear the tender murmur of our own hearts. In that serene space, the inner spirit speaks not with loud declarations, but with subtle hints and quiet nudges that guide us toward understanding our true purpose and the unique path that lies before us. In the silence of our souls, this inner voice communicates through impressions, feelings, and insights that transcend the spoken word. It may manifest as a sudden clarity in thought, a gentle surge of warmth, or the stirring of emotions that remind us of a truth beyond our ordinary experiences. This communication is as natural as the breath we take, yet it often requires us to be still and patient. When we deliberately set aside the noise of our daily routines, we create an environment where this divine guidance can surface, inviting us to explore the depths of our own existence with openness and humility. Listening to the inner spirit also means recognizing that we are more than the sum of our external activities. It is an invitation to look within and to understand that our essence is not defined by the fleeting opinions of others or the transient pursuits of worldly success. Instead, our true identity is revealed in the quiet moments of reflection when we listen to the wisdom that has always resided within us. This awareness encourages us to honor our inner feelings and trust that our heart's quiet counsel carries the seeds of insight necessary for personal growth and transformation. The journey to attune ourselves to this inner guidance is one that requires time, patience, and a willingness to let go of preconceived notions. It asks us to embrace moments of solitude, whether through meditation, prayer, or simply sitting in the quiet early hours of the morning when the world is still. In those moments, the distractions that usually cloud our vision fall away, and we are left with an unobstructed view of our inner landscape. There, we can see the patterns that have shaped us, recognize the areas where healing is needed, and allow ourselves to be gently led by the intuitive wisdom that arises from deep within. In learning to listen to the inner spirit, we also discover the importance of trust in ourselves and in the subtle guidance that has always been present. This trust is not built on the loud affirmations of the world, but rather on a quiet conviction that the answers we seek are already within us, waiting to be acknowledged. With each quiet moment of introspection, we become more attuned to the delicate signals of our heart, learning to interpret the language of feelings, dreams, and intuitive flashes. This inner dialogue fosters a profound sense of self-awareness, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with a calm assurance that comes from knowing we are never truly alone. Moreover, the practice of listening to our inner spirit nurtures a deeper connection to the divine. It reminds us that our lives are woven into a larger tapestry of existence, where every quiet moment contributes to our spiritual growth. The inner voice is a reminder of our inherent dignity and the sacred potential that lies within each of us. As we learn to heed its soft call, we find that our decisions become more aligned with our true values, and that our actions, however small, are imbued with meaning. This mindful approach to living helps us to cultivate a life that is both authentic and purposeful, grounded in the understanding that our inner guidance is a trusted companion on our journey. In opening ourselves to this inner wisdom, we also develop a greater capacity for compassion, both for ourselves and for others. The insights that arise from quiet reflection allow us to see beyond the superficial layers of daily existence, touching upon the shared human experience that unites us all. By listening deeply to the inner spirit, we come to understand that every moment, every challenge, and every triumph is part of a larger divine orchestration that calls us to grow, love, and live with grace. In our daily lives, we often find ourselves pulled in many directions, our hearts weighed down by worries and our minds cluttered with endless demands. Amid the chaos of modern existence, cultivating inner peace becomes a vital endeavor, a journey that nurtures our spirit and reconnects us with the divine tranquility that lies within. This inner peace is not simply the absence of external noise. It is a profound state of serenity that blossoms when we learn to quiet our minds, to let go of the burdens of the past, and to embrace the present moment with a gentle heart. The first step in nurturing this inner calm is to create space for quiet reflection. Whether through moments of prayer, meditation, or simply sitting in silence, we allow ourselves the gift of stillness. In these quiet moments, our inner world reveals itself, offering insights and gentle reminders of our true nature. The practice of intentional silence becomes a sanctuary where the frantic pace of daily life slows down and we can hear the soft whispers of our own hearts. It is here in this sacred space that we find the clarity to discern what truly matters and the strength to let go of fears that have long held us captive. As we continue on this path, we learn that inner peace is not a destination to be reached overnight, but a lifelong practice that requires patience and self-compassion. Every moment of quiet reflection is a seed planted in the soil of our soul, gradually blossoming into a resilient sense of calm that can weather any storm. In the midst of trials and challenges, this inner peace serves as an anchor, reminding us that our true strength lies not in external circumstances, but in the unwavering serenity that resides within. The more we nurture this inner calm, the more we become attuned to the subtle rhythms of life, allowing us to navigate complexities with a heart filled with grace. In cultivating inner peace, we also learn to view our experiences with a compassionate lens. When we quiet the mind, we create an environment where judgment fades away, replaced by understanding and forgiveness. This shift in perspective enables us to see even our struggles as opportunities for growth. The obstacles we encounter become lessons in resilience, teaching us to trust in the unfolding of our journey. With each challenge overcome, our inner calm deepens, and we discover that the true essence of peace lies in our ability to accept life as it comes, embracing both joy and sorrow with an open heart. Another important aspect of nurturing inner peace is the practice of letting go. Often our minds are weighed down by regrets, anxieties about the future, and the incessant need to control every aspect of our lives. By releasing these burdens, we free ourselves to live in the present moment. In that space of surrender, we experience a profound liberation, a realization that peace is not found in clinging to the past or fearing what is yet to come, but in fully inhabiting the here and now. This conscious act of release is a testament to our willingness to trust the flow of life, knowing that each moment holds its own unique beauty and potential for renewal. As we embrace these practices, we find that inner peace radiates outward, transforming our relationships and interactions with the world. A calm heart is contagious. It brings a sense of serenity to our families, communities, and workplaces. When we are centered and at peace, we are better able to extend compassion, understanding, and kindness to those around us. This ripple effect of tranquility reinforces the importance of cultivating our inner sanctuary, as it not only enriches our own lives, but also contributes to the collective well-being of those we touch. In nurturing inner peace, we learn to trust ourselves and the divine guidance that flows through every moment. Each breath reminds us of life's sacred gift. As we walk this path of quiet reflection and mindful surrender, we discover that the peace we seek is not found in the external world, but is already present within us, waiting to be embraced with an open, grateful heart indeed. There is a remarkable power that emerges when we intentionally turn our gaze inward and commit ourselves to a path of self-focus. In a world that constantly pulls our attention outward through endless distractions and demands, the act of focusing on ourselves becomes a sacred journey toward transformation. When we set aside time to reflect on our inner thoughts and feelings, we begin to understand that our true strength is not derived from external achievements, but from the quiet clarity that comes from knowing who we truly are. This deep personal focus allows us to see beyond the superficial layers that society often imposes, inviting us to uncover the hidden potential and unique gifts that lie within our hearts. As we embark on this inward journey, we learn that self-focus is more than a temporary retreat from the noise. It is a disciplined practice of self-examination that gradually transforms our lives. By regularly quieting our minds and taking moments to truly listen to our inner voice, we start to recognize the patterns that have shaped our behavior over the years. With honest reflection, we identify those habits that have held us back and acknowledge the areas in which we can grow. This process is not always easy, for it requires us to confront our fears, insecurities, and past mistakes with courage and compassion. Yet in doing so, we lay the foundation for a profound personal evolution that radiates into every aspect of our existence. Transformation through self-focus is also about embracing the responsibility of our own well-being. When we choose to invest time and energy in understanding ourselves, we are making a powerful statement that our lives are worth the effort of introspection and that we deserve to cultivate the inner resources necessary for lasting change. This commitment to ourselves builds resilience, enabling us to face life's challenges with a calm determination. It is in these quiet moments of deliberate focus that we find the wisdom to discern what is truly important, letting go of trivial concerns and aligning our actions with our deepest values. In this way, self-focus becomes the catalyst for a life of authenticity, where every decision is made with clarity and conviction. Through the lens of self-focus, we begin to see that our personal transformation is intricately linked to the way we view and interact with the world. As our inner life becomes more refined, we naturally become more compassionate and understanding toward others. This gentle transformation ripples outward, touching our relationships, communities, and even the broader society in which we live. The strength of our inner transformation is not measured by the loudness of our voice or the size of our achievements, but by the quiet power of a life lived in alignment with our true selves. In this space, we find that our capacity for love, forgiveness, and kindness grows exponentially, creating a harmonious balance that sustains us, even in the midst of external chaos. Moreover, the journey of transformation through self-focus teaches us the art of patience. Change does not occur overnight. It is the result of consistent, mindful efforts that gradually reshape our inner landscape. Each moment of introspection, each time we choose to focus on our inner life rather than the fleeting demands of the external world, contributes to the steady accumulation of inner strength. Over time, this deliberate practice cultivates a serene inner core that remains unshaken by the tempests of life. In those moments when we confront obstacles or endure hardships, we can draw upon the inner reservoir of wisdom and peace that has been nurtured through our commitment to self-focus. In the process of transforming our lives, we learn to view challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of being overwhelmed by setbacks, we begin to see them as invitations to delve deeper into ourselves and to uncover lessons that lead to greater resilience. This perspective shift is a powerful testament to the transformative effect of self-focus. It allows us to rewrite our personal narratives, turning moments of despair into stepping stones toward a more enlightened and purpose-driven existence. With each new insight, our inner light grows brighter, illuminating the path ahead and inspiring us to continue our journey with renewed hope and determination. As we continue to prioritize our inner life, we come to understand that the journey of transformation is both deeply personal and universally resonant. Every step we take in focusing on ourselves creates ripples that extend far beyond our own lives, contributing to a broader culture of introspection, compassion, and meaningful change. The power of self-focus is a reminder that true transformation begins from within, and that by nurturing our inner selves, we become beacons of light, capable of guiding others toward their own paths of discovery and renewal.